Hello everyone and welcome to the next episode of Mentos Plays The Binding of Isaac. Today we're going to take the only character we haven't been through Mom's Heart with, Maggie. We are going to try to make this work. Maggie is a 50-50 character for me. She's not bad, but having her start so slow is definitely a detriment. I do think that her higher health makes her kind of ideal for newer players, but Hourglass, I'd rather have Yum Heart. But at the same time, the speed down kind of means you're going to be taking more damage than you otherwise would. But this shouldn't be too hard of one to make work. We've got health we can trade to the devil if we get the chance to, which I'd be more than happy to do, of course. So after this, if we don't get to 10 kills on this run, which I don't think we can, I forget how many we have. But if we don't get to 10 on this run, then we'll have to start kind of redoing some characters. Which is not necessarily a bad thing. We still have some that need to go to Satan. I think I can get Devil Room on some of these at least. Or Mom's Heart Devil Room, I should say, on some of these runs. We've already gotten through Satan with Samson and Isaac. The rest are still up for grabs. Or no, we got through it with Eve last time too, now I think about it. The tick? Sure. It's not a very good trinket if you're looking to go to the chest, but if you're looking to do a shield run, that's actually a very good one to pick up. It's not only going to give us less health on the bosses, but it's going to heal us for a heart when it takes that health away from them. So, as a whole, it is one of the better trinkets in the game in that respect. And this curse room is pretty much free. I could use my Yum Heart to heal up afterwards, but why do that when I'm going to get a heart back from the tick? So out we go. We will try a quick bomb up here for the secret room, or super secret room in the chest. We only got the chest. 2 keys is nice though, it means I'm going to open this golden chest down here. I forgot just how slow Maggie started out. This is kind of actually frustrating me. And we get a half red heart. That was not worth the key at all. So, we're going to be fighting Monstro here. This should be a very easy fight. Especially since those flies that we picked up in the curse room just took off a huge chunk of his health on top of what the tick did. You know, last time I was playing this, and I swear Monstro and, who else was it? Monstro and, what's-his-face? Krampus. The two of them were in, like, permanent fire mode. I couldn't stop Krampus from firing his lasers, and I couldn't stop Monstro from spitting at me. You wouldn't think that would be all that frustrating, but it actually kind of was. Get Pageant Boy, not too happy about that, really. And we're down to Basement 2, or Cellar 2, I guess. Could use a bomb to get that Tinted Rock, and some of that money, possibly. That was really close. So yeah, it's nice to be back to recording some Isaac. This might be going up on one of my normal off days, I think, because I did record a video the other night for the Yogg, which will probably be up Sunday. Which is a very good game, as I said in that video, but by virtue of that, I should have an extra video right here. I used up an extra day off on Saturday to record that video on the Yogg. But since we're going to have both of these, this could be an extra video put up on one of the days I can't normally record, which I will not complain about having the opportunity to do. Of course, when you have an item like the Yum Heart, it's better to use it before the combat in the room is finished, because then it's going to get a charge immediately instead of having to wait. And we're going to go to the item room up here, and we are going to get X-ray goggles. Not a great item to pick up, but not bad either. It definitely does come in handy in terms of getting as much money and items as you can from the secret room. It's 9 cents, that means that if we can get another key, the shop is definitely worth going to. Let's swing out over here. There's an arcade. That could be interesting, but we want to fight the boss before we play the blood bank too much. Oh god. Just pop that open for now, because we are going to come back to it. So the fact that I'm so lacking in keys is kind of annoying. Guppy's Paw. This could be interesting. I could turn all of these into 12 Spirit Hearts, but then I've got nothing to redeem, so no, we're gonna go with this. We might come back for Guppy's Paw after this boss and possible Devil Room, depending on how that turns out. But for right now, I don't feel it's the best decision. I'm gonna take on Pin, who has taken a nice little chunk of damage from the Tick. Honestly, I wish the Tick... Honestly, that's the part that upsets me most about the Polaroid mechanic for the chest. Is unless you find Mom's Purse, there are a couple of very good trinkets, both the Tick and what's the other one? Cancer, that are very good for just regular gameplay that you can't actually hold on to because of that mechanic. But more importantly, when it comes to a golden key, that's actually kind of cool. But more importantly, when it comes to oops, I just lost it. More importantly, when it comes to how the Tick works, where you can't replace it. The Tick is a very nice trinket, especially early in the game when you don't have much to your name. But if you take it, then you can't go to the chest later in the game. Unless you're lucky enough to find Mom's Purse. So it's kind of an annoying double-edged sword that if you want a trinket that's very good for the early game and holds up well to the late game, then you've got to... Oh, come on, that really missed everything. Then you've got to deal with the lack of... Sorry, it's been a weird day so far. You gotta deal with the lack of having the ability to go to the chest if you want to take a good trinket early in the game, which I find to be kind of somewhat annoying. I don't mind because I understand the point of having a special requirement to go to the chest that makes it in a way a little bit harder, but it's still just one of those things where I kind of wish that you could make use of the advantages you're given. You get IV bag, which is unfortunate. I will play these guys both a couple of times. I was gonna say some more keys and some more bombs would be nice. A speed up pill, that's actually really good. Health dropping out like crazy. So we're gonna play this until we get to 15 cents here. And we'll play that guy one more time. Okay, so on we go. We aren't going to use Guppy's Paw. I know that there are advantages to taking away all your red hearts, but with no way to replenish them so far, and no guarantee that we'll get one, I feel like 12 Spirit Hearts isn't enough to make it worth doing. So down we go to the next floor. I did forget to pick up that IV bag. That was kind of stupid. Get a 1-up in here. And a room full of spiders. I could do without this room, really. I knew we were going to take a little bit of damage at least on this room. Hopefully I can prevent losing any more health, though. Good, good. Catacombs can be a royal pain sometimes. I usually have no problem with it, but some of these rooms when you don't have flying or any kind of damage ups are actually quite difficult to make it through. Wrath is just going to stand there and get hit by his own bomb. I'm not going to complain about that. Thanks, dude. He very rarely actually does that. He's going to stay there and get hit by his own bomb some more. Should use that before this room finishes, so I'm at full health with... Oh! I thought that rock was already blown up. Would you just get in my line of fire? Come on! Finally. So we've taken a lot of stupid damage so far this floor. Spiders, I would rather not set off all these eternal flies. The guys are kind of jerks about it. And of course, the bomb does that for me anyway. But we're going to be at full health for this boss, so let's go in. It's the Husk. It is the Red Husk, who is much, much faster. And honestly, much more annoying. Oh my god, how did I am not all here today. Isaac is probably not the game to be playing when my mind's not in it. But we'll make it work. It's still very much early enough to recover. We are going to be back to full health after this room. It's just that we may not get to deal with the devil now. Most likely not. And one more shot should do it. We don't get to deal with the devil. We do get an HP up. We still have that one up, so we're not in a bad position, but I'm gonna blow up to get into this chest here. Which contains another red heart. Whoopee. So, first things first, we check the shop, we pick up the map for 7 cents. And the rest of this money is going to be going to Mr. Beggar here after I check out Matchstick. Just out of curiosity. I thought that was false. I kept hearing that you could remove the tick with the matchstick, and I never actually tried it. Even though I was pretty certain it was false. But I figured it was worth a shot since it was laying right there. I would have kept the tick anyway, but it would have been good to know. Another crappy room full of spiders. Do 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 do. Sorry, after I finish this room, I'm gonna grab a drink real quick because my throat is kind of tweaking out right now. There we go. That should be better. Sorry for the loud noise that probably was. And these greed heads are going to do damage to me because I have nowhere I can go. And this is the part that's really annoying about the catacombs. Rooms that if you don't have flying or high damage, you cannot avoid taking damage. Ouija board is not the kind of upgrade I'm looking for. I'm going to take it, but it's not something that's really going to make all that much of a difference in the grand scheme of things. We are going to go to the curse room despite our health not being in the best situation. Remember, we do have a 1-up that's going to act almost as if it was a full health if need be. We get 2 spear hearts out of that. We get another one here. So that was a nice swing. Definitely well worth the half a red heart to go in. I do want to play this beggar one more time with this penny here. Okay, so we are going to get back to full health before this floor is done. And I only had 1 penny, so that guy's going to have to just kind of chill there and not do anything. And we're down to Caves Part 2. With really not much going for us. At this point, I'm kind of worried about our chances. Mom's Heart isn't too difficult to beat even if you don't have great items, but it's still something that's going to be a lot more difficult than I first expected. Usually the key play with Maggie is taking advantage of her higher health to make deals with the devil, and we haven't gotten any of those just yet. Okay, we have no money just yet, but let's check the secret room here. 9 cents, more than enough to buy an item from there. because we do have the Steam sale. So we go in, and of course it's Greed, first floor that he's available on. He had to be here, and of course we'll probably get Super Greed on Necropolis too, because that's how things work out in this game. It'd be nice if Greed wasn't something you could fight several times in the same run. Especially now that Super Greed was introduced, it feels like the chance of fighting him more than once on a run went way up. Because now you fight him once and his super version once. Barely dropped anything for us. But this room will be easy enough. So we're going to take a shortcut through here, see what's on this other side of the map here. If I can get that TNT to blow up, that's going to give me a bomb and a penny. And we have our item room and our boss room. This has a lot of stuff in it, but they're all easy to avoid. I hope everyone's having a good day whenever this video does go up. For me, it's a Saturday. Admittedly, it hasn't started out the best, but hopefully we'll get better soon. It's kind of why my commentary is dying out at times. Oh great, Spelunker's hat. Perfect when we have the X-ray goggles. But that is why my commentary is kind of petering out a bit at times, is because I'm not exactly having the best day so far. Not necessarily the worst day, because I think things will get better, but even still, it would be really nice if I had the killing power to limit what was on the screen right now. I'll be honest, this could be the hardest Gertie fight I've ever had. I have hit Gertie maybe twice since this fight started, because I've been focusing so much on the spawns. I wish this was the version that shot, for God's sake. Oh my god, I can't do anything! I cannot keep up with these spawns. This is ridiculous. I have so little damage, my tiers are not high enough. I guess I'm going to have to stand over here and worry about all this stuff after the fact, because if I keep trying to focus on the spawns that it's making, we are never going to see the end of this fight. So we're just going to stand here and spam shots at Gertie and maybe the flies that are coming out. This is going to be an annoyingly long fight. That's going to put a lot of enemies on the screen and probably cause some slowdown. Yeah, just keep spawning those grandfather flies over there. I hate the spitters. They are so annoying in this fight when you don't have the ability to kill them quick. These little nubs are doing more than enough damage and are doing more than enough health to... They aren't really hitting me, but I also have to spend time dodging them. This is one of the most annoying Gertie fights I've had in a long time. But on the bright side, at least Gertie's almost dead. Oh, thanks, Norden. Thanks for stealing the window focus. I lost control of my character for a second there. The CPU is behind high CPU usage by the Binding of Isaac. You don't say. You know, that Gertie is great when you've got some kind of piercing shots where you can kill the spawns and Gertie at the same time. When you can't, it is kind of horrible. But we are done. We did manage to take no damage, get a deal with the devil. Let's see what Satan's got for us. The Mark and Spirit of the Night, we are going to take both. Our chances have just honestly improved dramatically. Our damage still isn't where I would like it to be, but it's far better than what it had been. These guys should go down pretty quickly. The other reason I didn't use Guppy's power earlier is obviously because we don't have the Polaroid unlocked. So it's not like I would even get a point where I was getting the benefit from having no health and the Polaroid. I was just going to have to roll with no health at all. well, spirit hearts, but no red health, which doesn't really appeal to me when there's no benefit to it. So we're going to move on from here. Won't worry about blowing that up. We've only got 4 bombs. It's not a whole lot. Should be recording another video on paranautical activity here in the next couple days. For those of you who don't know, as I mentioned in my video that I did on it, paranautical activity was working on a publishing deal with Adult Swim Games. That publishing deal actually managed to go through, but when they presented it to Steam, Steam said they didn't want any loopholes in the greenlight process, and that they wouldn't be able to get on with Adult Swim Games because they didn't want people to go on greenlight and then get out of it like that. So although I don't really see how it's a loophole getting one of these publishers, Valve Trust to begin with, to publish the game, that's kind of the situation they're at right now, where they now need to go through greenlight, despite the fact they had a publishing deal, and if they hadn't gone into greenlight to begin with, would already be on Steam, or already be able to be on Steam. So definitely, if you guys are watching this and you enjoy paranautical activity and haven't yet, throw a vote on greenlight. They're definitely in need of it. It's definitely a game I think deserves to be on Steam, and it's kind of a crappy situation they got put in, where just from the fact they'd already put themselves on greenlight, the publishing deal that would have got them on Steam has now not been allowed. But I do want to do another video on that, on paranautical activity, just talking about that, and kind of, even though there's not really traffic to my channel to make a difference, maybe, you know, if people are searching for paranautical activity videos, find it, they're able to hear what happened and throw them a vote on greenlight if they haven't. I know a lot of the coverage I had seen of the game before I picked it up was talking about how they were working on this publishing deal, and so although they had a greenlight page, it wasn't all that important. So now that it is kind of a bigger deal that they get those votes, I do want to make sure that I make a video that points that out to people. Very glad to have the higher killing power the Mark has given. As one of the deal with the devil items I will almost always take. And here we have 2 spiders, no thank you. And we're going to head down to the depths part 1. Gonna grab another drink real quick, sorry. My throat was feeling absolutely fine before I started recording, and now that I've started talking, it's not feeling so good. But we might be able to get into the item room or shop for free on this floor. Not that we really have a concern about keys, but it's still a nice bonus to be able to get in there without spending one. And we get the Ankh. And that could be very interesting. Sorry. The Ankh is very interesting because, of course, if we can get down to Satan, and if we can get down to Mom's heart, and we can kill ourselves after we beat it, we could unlock the D6 for Isaac on this run, even though Blue Baby isn't unlocked yet. Which, of course, is a huge benefit to have. Although if we get a door to Sheol, then it's another story, because if I remember right, Maggie's unlock for beating Satan is the relic, which is of course a wonderful item. And then I've got to kind of weigh whether I want the relic or... And we're going to be fighting the Fallen. That's kind of maybe a lucky draw, maybe a horrible draw. But if we get the chance to fight Satan, then we have to weigh the benefits of unlocking the D6 early or unlocking the relic, which is also a bit early, although maybe not quite, although in a different way. It's definitely going to be interesting if we get to that point. I kind of hope that we don't get a devil room, so my choice is easy. And of course we are going to have to kill ourselves once through the 1-up and once through Oh my god, I'm taking way too much damage against the Fallen. Guppy's head, not really that great. Although, you know what, I do think it outweighs the Heart in terms of usefulness. And here we're going to fight Krampus. So yeah, it's going to come down to would I rather have D6 unlocked early or the Relic unlocked. And that is a very difficult choice to make. I think given now that there are items like the Miter in that are unlocked instantly, I kind of feel like it might be the better choice to go with the D6 if the chance presents itself. But it's still a hard decision. Lump of Coal isn't a bad upgrade. It's not one that I really like to pick up, but it's not a bad one either. If we could get one more, Guppy item, we could go into Guppy mode, which would of course be a huge boost to our well-being. So right now we're not doing so hot for health. And I'm confident in our chances right now, but we are not doing very good in terms of the health department. And there are no special rooms attached to here. We're going to go look at them anyway. There we go. That made it worth it. Finding the second secret room. Pop Guppy's head. Guppy's head isn't a bad item by any means. It's not a great one either. It's not one that I would actively choose to use if I had another item available that was better. But when you're weighing that against the Heart and you're trying to roll on Spirit Hearts because you have low red hearts, the Heart isn't really all that useful. You aren't going to get much out of it. Whereas Guppy's head is at least going to let you do some extra damage in rooms. So right now we're looking for... Whoops, I just wasted Guppy's head there. Right now we're looking for the shop, any possible arcades, trap rooms of any sort. These guys are all going to drop quickly. Mom's Pearl, not a bad trinket, but one that I can't pick up because I already have the tick. And we're just going to kind of spam some shots at these guys until they start going down quick enough to kill. We are making some progress now. We've only got 2 left, 1 left, none left. And we get the compass. That's awesome since we already had the map. We're going to pick up the Spirit Heart. And why not pick up this pill? Health up. That's actually really big. Hopefully we can find more of those. This is definitely doing a good job of getting me back in shape for when Rebirth comes out. So we got a challenge room over here. See what's inside it. It might not be worth the effort. We are going to pop this golden chest for a range upgrade. You know what? The Lover's card isn't bad, but I think I would rather be able to teleport out of this challenge room. He's not going to pay out with anything apparently. Unfortunately, it jumped me all the way back down there. I kind of wanted to see if there were any coins in those last couple rooms. So of course, if I had known there was going to be a beggar there, I probably wouldn't have bought that pill. But then I would be down a health upgrade, and if the beggar paid out with one, we would be right where we are now anyway. So I don't think there's really a win or a loss there. It's just kind of things happened. And these guys should be simple enough because we can hang out over the rocks. Blow up this here tinted rock and get Spirit Heart. I was kind of hoping for the small rock to drop. And beggar does not pay out with anything but a bomb. You know what, Mr. Beggar? Because you were a jerk, say goodbye. Yep, murdering beggars because they don't pay out when you give them like 7 cents. I could have gone and shot all that fire and everything, but with spectral tears, it's such a pain to actually hit the fire. It's really not worth the time it would have taken. So our shop is up here. We're only going to have 3 cents going into it. I'm going this way. So let's head to the item room first. Go flies, go! Kill Chub! Oh, that was nice of you, Chub. Destroying that TNT barrel on yourself. And this guy should be dead right now. The spawns will follow suit. A couple more flies, and we took some stupid damage. The big thing to remember here is that we're only going to Mom's Heart. And is this run strong enough to beat Mom's Heart? Very possibly. I would love to get something a little bit better, but okay, I just wasted a penny on the slot machine by trying to dodge. That's what I get for not really looking around the room very much before moving. Of course, we want to try to stand as far away as possible, make use of that lump of coal. Dead Sea Scrolls. Better than Guppy's head? Maybe. Oh, the shovel doesn't really help me. We're going to stick with Guppy's head. I wish we'd gotten something a little bit better from our last item room. I mean, our item rooms have been kind of terrible to us this run. We got X-ray vision, which was nice, but that was immediately followed up. Well, not immediately, but that was followed up shortly after by the Spelunker's hat, so that was kind of a waste of an item. We got the Hourglass, which I didn't want. We now got Dead Sea Scrolls, which I don't want to replace my spacebar item with. As a whole, we just are not getting items that are either worth or that were either worth taking or cause any benefit by taking. But we are still moving along. We're still doing decently. Our health is low, but that's not too big of a concern for me. Oh. Although taking a hit against that champion and losing a full spirit heart did kind of hurt. Oh, come on. Just keep walking in one direction. And we're now back into our red health, because God forbid these zombies walk like they're supposed to. It's supposed to be if they start charging at you, then they don't... Great. Then they don't turn around. But ever since Wrath of the Lamb, after they start charging at you, they can just decide to turn around for funsies. Like I swear, when Wrath of the Lamb came out, the AI on those nights got like 110% better. Not necessarily worth it, but this shouldn't be too hard of a challenge room. Leapers aren't too much of concern. So go nice and easy. And then we get these guys. We do have a couple speed ups, so they aren't really a concern for chasing us down. Of course, they do 1 heart of damage if they do hit us, but I don't think that's very much of a concern. So now we definitely have more than enough money to go to the shop, which is definitely a good thing. But I do feel like we could use something else to set this run to a point where we got a good chance of beating Mom's Heart. Right now I think it's possible, but 3 hearts isn't a whole lot. More rooms like this would definitely help. Just keep the distance, use up lump of coal to the advantage. Some more flies. HP upgrade. Well, how I was saying that the health wasn't very much and might be a detrimental point, the game obliged. And as I thought, we would be fighting Super Greed. So of course, 2 of our 6 shops And 2 of the 4 that were actually useful for us, or possibly useful for us, were green. But we did get map and compass out of the shop throughout the run, so I am not complaining. We are going to take out Chubb here again, who once again blew up the TNT in his face. I don't know why he enjoys doing that so much today. It's usually not very common of a thing for him to do. There we go. I goaded him into that one. Might as well check out this room over here. There we go, that's exactly what I wanted to. Now if this is an Eternal Heart, it kind of sucks, because that means we have to beat Mom without taking any damage. Bad trip, thanks a whole bunch. It is an Eternal Heart, so we're going to fight this room before Mom. If we can get a teleport item, that would be awesome. If we can get like a Telepills or Stars, Moon, or Hermit card, or even the Fool, that would be great, because then we could save picking up that Eternal Heart for after we beat Mom. If not, we're going to have to kind of hope that we can that we can beat Mom without taking damage. Do get back to full health. So the plan is pick this up, pop Guppy's head. Then we're going to enter into Mom's room, pop the strength card right away, and do our best to not take any damage. We do have decent damage with strength activated. Hopefully this shouldn't be too hard. It is regular Mom, it's not any of the special varieties, so it shouldn't be too much of a threat. We're doing very good so far. Just gotta keep not taking damage. There we go. We made it through. We preserved our Eternal Heart, so we are going to get a health upgrade. We get the Hero Font with that Tears upgrade. Okay, things have gotten much better very quickly here for us. We're going to take a brief detour over here. May go to that curse room. Definitely going to go to the secret room here. Everything in here should die pretty easily. Flying definitely has its advantages. I do wish that we could pick up Guppy's tail. Be able to get Guppy mode without having to go through losing all of our red hearts with regular dead cat. But if that happens, I'll be happy. If it doesn't, not the worst thing. There we go. We'll take 1 Spirit Heart of damage to check this out, but it could potentially be a huge boon for us. Pretty much the challenge rooms and the curse rooms, if I've got flying, I will almost always check them out through the end of the game. Balls of Steel, that was definitely a profit. And I found pills. But if I have flying, I'll almost always check them out through the end of the game, because at that point they're only costing you 1 health to enter into, just like they were early in the game. But at the same time, there are situations when they're definitely not worth the risk. This was not one of those situations, though. This time it was well more than worth the risk, even not knowing I was going to get Balls of Steel. And we are going to keep on moving down. So I kind of hope that when we get to Mom's Heart, we don't get a Devil Room. I can respawn as Blue Baby. I will probably save as many bombs as I can toward for the redo of the fight if we do that. And I'm thinking that I would rather unlock the D6 earlier than the Relic. And it means 1 less run that we have to take Blue Baby on. Well, I guess not really, but... Another Maggie run's not all that bad of a thing. We've had some kind of bad luck with items this run. But we've put together a decent enough run that we're probably going to win. I'm giving myself about a 75% chance of victory right now. A couple of extra health upgrades right there at the end, as well as the spirit hearts we've picked up recently, have really changed this from we might have a chance to I think we're going to win. And then we'll see what becomes of, do we cut down one more run that we need to do with Maggie, or do we unlock the D6 earlier and make it so that playing with Isaac is a bit more fun. And of course the other benefit to that is, if we do manage to kill ourselves, come back as Blue Baby, and beat Mom's heart, we might still get a Devil Door that could take us down to Sheol, and then we could fight Satan as well. So we get Cat of Nine Tails. What do we have in here? The Pact and the Nail. You know what? This seems stupid, but I think it is well worth the risk. We're going to be doing more damage now, faster rate of fire, and we're going to have a way to replenish spirit hearts throughout this floor. It might only pay out once on the boss room. That's not a problem. It'll increase our damage, make things easier. I am happy with where we're at right now. One red heart doesn't concern me as long as I got the damage and the potential to do better. Balls of steel, that'll help. Quite honestly, I don't think I'm going to pop this I don't think I'm going to pop this nail until the boss anyway, even if we do get it recharged beforehand. Just because I think that it'll be better used as damage up on the boss. Or, of course, we could save it in case we do end up killing ourselves coming back as Blue Baby, so we could have a 4th Spirit Heart. But, quite frankly, it's not going to charge before the boss anyway. So, I essentially paid 2 red hearts for 1 Spirit Heart. It's not exactly a good value. But, like I said, we are probably going to end up killing ourselves, coming back as Blue Baby, or going down to Sheol. Either way, the nail will be useful. These lasers can be kind of annoying. Plant 1 bomb there, 1 more. We're doing a ton of damage to Mom's heart very quickly. Of course, we aren't far enough to have unlocked It Lives, so this is a much easier fight than what, honestly, I'm accustomed to at this point in the game. So I am not at all concerned about our chances. In fact, I think that this is pretty much over already. Especially if it keeps avoiding killing that turret. There we go. Oh, the relic is here. It's Guardian Angel that you get for beating Sheol. So, since we didn't run into a devil room, we are more than capable of going to kill ourselves, respawn as Blue Baby, and then we will be able to unlock the D6. I will not complain about that. It Lives is unlocked, so I believe that's mom kill number 9. Which means that this Blue Baby kill will... so this mom kill with Blue Baby will, oddly enough, unlock Blue Baby. We're just going to take advantage of this little room here. We might get something out of it. We do. Tammy's head, not really something that I want, but I'll pick it up and use it. But we're going to hurt ourselves down to 1 heart, and then bomb ourselves to death in the mom room. We do have the nail charged up, so we are going to have a 4th Spirit Heart to deal with Mom's heart. Which might spawn as It Lives. I'm actually not sure. I don't think I've ever unlocked it does. But I want to let myself die because I want to come back as Blue Baby. There we go. So now, considering this is It Lives and not Mom's heart, this is going to be a little bit harder fight But still, nothing I can't handle, nothing I haven't done more times I can count. Although this space zombie is going to be kind of annoying. It is a little bit hard to dodge with this chest in the middle of the room that we can't touch. There we go. And this should be about the point where it's going to start firing bombs endlessly. But we are going to have to kill Duke of Flies before it does so. And this is pretty much a foregone conclusion at this point. I can take 3 more hits. I don't think I'm even going to take 1 more. There's the bombs. And with the flies spawning with... Oh, come on. Chubb just had to get in my way, didn't he? Hope we do take another hit of damage because I was stupid and walked into that bomb. We unlocked the D6, we finished the game, and that's that, guys. I hope everyone has had a fun time watching this video. We have now... I actually forgot that ending existed. So, we have now unlocked the blue baby there. We are going to be able to play as him, and maybe next run we'll jump into him. But on top of that, of course, now we have unlocked both the cathedral path to get through to the cathedral when we play, and we have unlocked, that way. And we have unlocked, Blue Baby as a character, the D6 for when we play with Isaac. So the next run, I'm not sure what we're going to do. It's either going to be a Satan run with Judas, Cain, Maggie, or Blue Baby, because we already got it with Samson, with Eve, and with Isaac. Or it's going to be an Isaac run with anyone, or it's going to be a challenge, or in-game challenge run. I'm not sure, but we'll find out next time. Thank you all for watching. This episode was a little bit longer than they have been running on average, but not too bad. Hope everyone enjoyed, and if you enjoyed the video, please do leave a comment. Any kind of likes or subscriptions to let me see, to show me some support, are always appreciated. But thank you everyone, and have